Good morning. It's amazing. Underneath it all, it's all good. And kids of today know that, so it's all good, right? We even say it. They say it. It comes into the languaging. Beautiful. So I wanted to talk a little bit about belief systems. So done this a lot. I have the T-shirt already, right? Be the lie, and you get an F. If you attach yourself to a belief system, you become the lie, you get the F. You fail at the earth game. Belief systems are over, isms are outdated. Let's see, it's Mr. T's, T-E-S, .threadless.com if you're interested in shirts. These are fun to wear out. We don't make any money on them. I think we make $2 a piece or something. But anyway, yeah, it's fun to wear out, and then you connect with like-minded people. And the beautiful thing is that many people from unexpected places are waking up. And whenever I wear shirts like this, I get nice comments. At Costco, the huge chain in America of a giant box store that sells giant amounts of things, and they'll say, the girl will say, "Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love your shirt," or whatever. And it's fun. What would it be like if we respected each other's positions, points of viewing, points of experiencing? What would it be like if we respected each other's points of experiencing? The only time that it gets in trouble is when the isms, the belief system becomes an ism. This ism, that ism. All we are saying is give peace a chance, right? Like John Lennon. Who cares about isms? This is that time that's over now. What would life be like on earth if we started to respect each other's experiential point of view, with the only caveat being if you start trespassing on me with your Muslim fanaticism or Christian fanaticism or Buddhist fanaticism, or your sect, your cult starts thinking it needs to proselytize. That's where we need to draw the line. But otherwise, it's meant to be a fun game, a movie. You have a personal movie. God doesn't want, he wants us all, God's source, he, she, it, is experiencing through all of us, it divided itself in order to experience different points of view. That's the whole point. Why do you travel? Because you want to see something different. You want to feel Alaska. God is traveling through you. And I had an experience recently, concrete, visceral experience, and then I talked to my friend Mark in Texas, and we had the exact same thing. It's when the synchronicity of just enjoying the gorgeousness, the deliciousness, the beauty, the miracle of another point of consciousness, another piece of God, another human, and just really being able to marvel at the reflection, seeing them as God. What would life be like if we respected others' points of experiencing and be interested in it? It makes it fun. Yogananda used to say, you can read the books, or you can actually travel there and live through them. You can feel what Shakespeare felt like, what Socrates felt like. And that's what God is doing. God is experiencing through us. Source, it, all that is. So, fun and flow, when you stop being attached to a belief system, you stop being the lie and getting an F, when you stop being attached to belief systems, you start accessing fun and flow and freedom. 3 F's. Turn the F of belief systems into fun, flow, and freedom. Freedom to move between the belief systems and go, that's interesting, quantum physicist. That's interesting, Nassim Haramein, the black hole. That's interesting, the vortex fields, the torus of free energy. That's interesting, Einstein. That's interesting, Tesla. And yet you don't buy into it as, this is the final answer. Finality doesn't seem to be Source's way. There's no final truth. Arriving at a final truth makes it static. The word static means stopped. That's death. There's no static truths. There's evolving perceptive points of viewing. So it's a huge change on Earth, and the galaxy's trying to re-embrace Earth. Earth was kind of a far-out place that was allowed to practice total free will and evolve on its own with the good, the bad, and the ugly, which it has. And now there's a movement back to re-embracing the remnant, of which planet Earth is one of them in the galaxy. So the belief systems are doomed. So the fanatical bubbles are going to come out, with terrorism and fanatic end time apocalyptic visions with Christians and Muslims, same thing. And mostly those are the sky god religions of Judaism. Most of that will play out there. Buddhism, and here I got a visitor. It's Allie. Allie. Here they come. Here come the doggies. Hi, babies. So what would it be like? Feel it. What if I didn't? The only time you need to protect yourself, Gabriella, is if someone's trespassing on you. Forgive us our trespass. Don't trespass on other people's belief systems. Unless they're trying to trespass on you, then you have the right to say, ixnay on the belief system. Don't push on me. So we're in the process of converting attachment to fixed, static, dead realities of belief systems into fun, freedom, and flow. The way to create personal fun, freedom, and flow is the only way is through you. You have to go through your own soul. Someone else can't do it for you. If you want to learn to swim, at some point you got to swim across the pool. You can't say, oh, I watched him swim across the pool, or I watched them ride a horse or sail a boat. You have to do it. You want to learn how to sail, you want to learn how to swim, whatever you want to learn to do. Ride a bicycle, you got to get on the bicycle. Your bicycle is your body, your energetic system, your mind-body complex, your mind-spirit-body complex. One of the best, most ancient methods of doing that is when humans fell from direct innocent connection. And by the way, the falling away is not wrong. There is no enlightenment without the ignorance, as Buddha says. Without dukkha, it kind of sounds like shit, doesn't it? The Buddha uses the word dukkha, ignorance, suffering, crapola. Living through your dukkha makes the enlightenment and the reawakening into a whole nother level when you come back home. But that we all need to realize for ourselves. So One of the best methods for reconnecting out of the dukkha, the maya mitote dream fog, the illusion, is to start to feel your own inner energies. And this is not a new method. Shiva came up with 108 methods way back, I don't know, 500,000 years ago in Lemuria, 250,000 years ago in Lemuria probably. Lemuria was the forerunner of India. India broke off from the land of Mu and got pushed up against the Asia and therefore crinkled all those mountains into the Himalayas. Obviously, Madagascar, where the lemurs are, that's part of the ancient land. Parts of Africa are too. Bali, Indonesia, Easter Island, not the big island that's going off on Hawaii right now, but Maui was part of the last part of Lemuria, the coastline of California, outside San Andreas Fault, where all the redwoods are. If you want to feel remnants of Lemuria, go to the redwood groves and sit in them and feel the size difference and tap into that ancient time. At some point, that's going to fall off. That's a remnant of Lemuria, but it's going to go underwater here too, the finish of it. But anyway, these ancient methods that Shiva shared, 108 of them, one of the most easy one, and I'm doing it all the time and being reminded of it. I've been going through a personal upgrade this last year, which I'm really excited about now, but it's harrowing and scary and tough when you're having, because your body will reflect this personal energy upgrade at times. Don't go looking for trouble. Look for the bliss, the fun, freedom, and love, fun, freedom, and flow. But the inner body, feeling your inner body, innerbodyawakening.com. I am going to put up there's two versions of it there, one with music and one without. And I am going to make a longer version as well. It's about 23 minutes long. The actual portion that you listen to is 18 minutes. After you learn the introduction, you just go to that part. Innerbodyawakening.com I recommend as a foundation. And it can take you all the way there. And then you learn to work with alchemy in the heart. Those are the second and third processes that I've been teaching on the Course of Awakening. I took a year off here, and God might have me doing it again or not. I don't know. God might have me being a gardener. I really don't know yet. I recommend the innerbodyawakening.com. And so we're shifting out from belief systems. Belief systems are over, isms are outdated. Switch it into enjoying. Like Mark and I had a visceral experience of, wow, here's these people at the park, or here's this person that seems very programmed in the matrix if I was into the judging mind. But I was actually enjoying them as a piece of God. Would you rather feel that enjoyment or bliss, or would you judge them as asleep or sheeple or cattle? Not that you're not stupid. You're discerning. You see what is. Learn to discern, another of the t-shirts we have. You notice what is, but you choose fun, freedom, and flow. Okay, it's coming in, I'll tell it. Years ago, one of my friends and I, ancient soul partners in crime, we hooked up this lifetime about 30 years ago. We were in the Superstition Mountains out here in Arizona. And Jesus came and talked to us. The real Jesus is different than the church Catholic stuff and all that. And he showed us the second birth back into innocence. Not naivete, not the innocence of a child or the namby-pamby heart. I heard recently, I think it was Laura Magdalene Eisenhower, I like her. She feels like Hera, the Greek goddess. She actually looks like her too. She's the mother that's had to suffer all this crap on earth. Many of you mothers. And she said, kindness blindness. When you're too kind, over-caring is not caring. Over-compassion is not that. It's the cat lady syndrome. So it's not that you're dumb. You're not innocent or naive. Jesus showed us. He says, I know all the darkness, much more than you guys. I know all the details of the horrible stuff that goes on in the corners of the earth and the sacrifice rituals and so forth. But he said, what you do at a certain point is you re-choose innocence. Become ye as little children again, but this time you've gone through the dukkha, you've gone through the experience, and you sleep with one eye open. Thank you, Metallica. You know this stuff. See, a lot of that black heavy metal stuff is exposing the dark. This is a symbol of protection, by the way. An ancient symbol, mudra, by the way, as well as Italian mothers going warding off the evil. Thank you, Ronnie James Dio. Little did you know I'd go there, did you? So we're learning, as you go through, you re-choose innocence. You choose out of static, dead belief systems, and you re-choose. And this time, when you re-choose innocence, you become like Buddha. You become like Eckhart Tolle. You don't have to wear sweaters and look like a turtle and talk really slow. You don't have to be like Eckhart at all. You're going to be you. There's no cookie cutter enlightenment. We're not all going to turn into clones. The clones, we know, is part of the dark side. Just watch Star Wars. You won't be a clone. You're going to be a unique expression that Source wants you to express you. Say yes to fun, freedom, and flow. Get out of belief systems. Don't get an F. Don't go down with this belief system. Get out of the tweedly-dumber political game where they play one against the other. Why do the cabals, the Obamas and the Bushes and the Mitt Romneys and the Hillarys, why do they all come together against someone like Trump? Because Trump is not part of the cabals. Now, you may not like him personally. You may not like his personality style. But that nature is no respecter of that stuff. God is no respecter of persons, personas, personalities. It's about the fruits that's happening. Watch for the fruits. I want Jesus to be, I want none of us to be president. Get rid of governments. Anarchy. Totally. But meantime, you don't want the cabals taking over the world. And this is going to be exposed more and more and more. I shouldn't get into that stuff. Fun, freedom, and flow. Enjoy different points of view, points of experiencing. With the one caveat, no going into cultic, fanatic belief systems. Then you learn to say no. All right, enough for now. Much love. I might be starting up the webcasts again here. I've been taking a month or a month and a half off, but I will post that on my Facebook page, Tobias Lars, if you're interested. The book is still selling, Awakening Souls and Listening to the Sun on Amazon by Tobias Lars. Still relevant. That was written out of time. I still keep hearing stuff. I heard stuff today from David Icke or whoever, James Gilliland. They were saying, quoting exact stuff from the book that I know is coming from God, not from me. They might not have read my book. It's all the same source. Tap into the real source. InnerBodyAwakening.com, first step. Much love. More later. See if I can figure out how to shut this off again.